So, good morning to everyone. This is the continuation of our topic, no? So, sa big picture B. So, this is our last unit learning outcome, no? So, the topic will be defining the concept of staffing and leading. So, there are management function that we are going to discuss, staffing and leading. So sige, we'll start with defining what is the concept of staffing. So staffing class is a management function that is concerned with putting the right people at the right job. So if you can remember during the first week of our discussion, no, introduction to management, no, we uh, classify staffing as part of acquisition process. No, so activities includes recruitment, selection, and training the manpower. So when we say recruitment class, it is our way of attracting pool of applicants to join in our organization. While we say selection, this is the process wherein we out of those pool of applicants, we select, no, we choose the best candidate for vying for the position. And then when we say training, this is our way of developing our um, employee. So this function is primarily focused on providing manpower for the structure, evaluating and training them, no, to be better in their assigned tasks. So staffing is considered as continuous function. Why? Because there's a lot of movement in the organization class, not all throughout the existence of the organization, from um, the movements like promotion, no, uh, transfer, retirement, or sa pa, uh, resignation, no, due to those activities, no, sa structure changes, staffing will always exist, no, that is why it is a continuous function. So the nature of staffing is as follows. Number one, staffing is an important managerial function. So that means almost all, I mean not almost, but all uh, managerial functions are participating in staffing. No, so this is since it deals with our human resources. So the execution of other management function depends on the manpower, which is achieved through staffing. So we have to remember, class, that without our human resources, our manpower, we cannot achieve our organizational goals. Next is staffing is a pervasive activity. When we say pervasive activity, class, it is universal. So in a sense that all managers perform staffing and in any types of concerns where business activities are carried out. And staffing is a continuous activity. So just like what I've said kanina, no, due to the movement like promotion, no, transfer, resignation, or um, retirement, no? So, it is a continuous process. So, the following class is the steps, no, involved in staffing. So, number one is manpower requirements. So, we have to determine, class, how much manpower or human resources do we need. We need to quantify. We also have to determine, class, no, aside from inventory, we have to determine the set of skills, knowledge, abilities needed for the job. And then we also have recruitment. So this class is process wherein we invite, no, talents to join our organization. That is recruitment. creating your pool of applicants. Next is selection. So out of those applicants, we have to select, no, basing on the job requirements, no, created from our manpower requirements. Step 1, basing on the set of skills, no, required for the job, we select them. So we narrow it down to the most suitable candidate for the job. Example class, if you have written some manpower requirements that we need a nurse, no, so dapat your minimum requirement is registered nurse, yeah. So to perform to work for nurse 1 ano ba na position. So dapat registered nurse siya mo na imuhang minimum requirement. So, dili pwede ma-employ ang dili registered nurse, no? So, diha na to na ma-determine during selection process. Next is orientation and placement. So, orientation and placement class is a way, no, or this is also called induction program. So, this is a way class to determine, no, or to provide assistance to new employees, no, so that they feel comfortable to the new working environment. So, orient na to siya class on the policies, the structure, who are the people inside the organization, no, and then so that we could build trust, no, and the information na provided sa employees are factual. So placement is the activity that involves placing the right man on the job. Yes. And then training and development. So after orienting them, placing them to their position, no, ano sila sa culture, and we train them. So this is our way class of developing your employees, because kahit naa na po siya dira, no, in the position, we have to make sure that interested pa siya sa job, no, ma-motivate pa siya to do his job. Excuse me, because we believe that all positions class na new ways, innovative ways to perform that job. So dapat knowledgeable siya ana. So it is usually given based on the nature of activities and scope of expansion in it. So examples of training and development class are seminars, workshop, vestibule training, role playing, ano pa, on-the-job training, ganon. Next is remuneration. So when we say remuneration class, it is also called compensation. So we provide our employees monetary compensation or psychological compensation. When we say monetary compensation class, it is a form of mga cash, incentive, bonuses, no? So those are example of monetary compensation. On the other hand, psychological compensation, we have this what we call recognition, promotion, difficulty of the job, no, if you feel that your job is the worth of the job, no, is important and it impacts the organization, no, so that is part of compensation, psychological compensation. So compensation class depends upon the nature of the job. For example, does it need specific skills, unskilled ba? Does it need a lot of physical activity or mental decision-making skills? Ganon. So, diha naga-base. So, the more class, the more difficult ang need sa ang job, the higher the compensation, no? So it is normal na ang scenario. So yes. So for example pud also class, if your job is hazardous, no? For example, ato ang mga frontliners, the doctors, police officers, the teachers, no? They have this what we call hazard pay because they are putting their life in line. So na jud na a corresponding remuneration. Number 7 is performance evaluation, or what we call performance appraisal. So this is the moment class wherein your employee will get through what you call that, evaluation, a control class, no, to determine if that employees is doing, those employees are doing their job. Okay, so sa management function gani class, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, naa-joy control to determine if there are non-conformities. So ana pud na siya diri class. So we have to assess our employees if they are doing their job well, no? Their performance and behavior toward the assigned task.